It's 2 a.m. and you're awake again, clutching your stomach as that familiar burning sensation tears through your abdomen like molten lava. You stumble to the bathroom mirror and see the exhausted face of someone who's been battling this invisible enemy for months, maybe years. Your medicine cabinet is full of antacids that barely work anymore, and you've started eating like a scared child, avoiding foods you once loved because you know the price you'll pay later. Your friends have stopped inviting you to dinner parties because they know you'll politely decline, too embarrassed to explain that your stomach feels like a war zone. At work, you pop pills discreetly, hoping no one notices the grimace that crosses your face when the burning starts. You've tried everything your doctor recommended, but somehow the pain keeps coming back, stealing your joy, your energy, and your peace of mind. I know exactly how you feel, because I've walked in those same painful shoes, and I've discovered something that changed everything for me. Today, I'm going to share with you 3 specific vitamins that have the scientific power to heal your stomach lining, reduce inflammation, and give you back the freedom to eat without fear. These aren't expensive supplements that will break your bank, and they're not complicated treatments that require a medical degree to understand. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could be the missing piece in your healing puzzle. If you're over 40 and dealing with gastritis, you need to understand something crucial that most doctors won't tell you. Your body's ability to absorb and utilize certain vitamins dramatically decreases with age, and this deficiency is often the hidden culprit behind stubborn gastritis that just won't heal. While you're focusing on avoiding trigger foods and taking medication, your stomach is literally starving for the specific nutrients it needs to repair itself. The pharmaceutical industry wants you to believe that managing gastritis is about suppressing symptoms, but the truth is that your body has an incredible capacity to heal itself when you give it the right tools. These 3 vitamins I'm about to share with you work at the cellular level to restore your stomach's protective barrier, reduce the inflammation that's causing your pain, and create an environment where healing can finally happen. Before we dive deep into each vitamin, I want you to take a moment and imagine what your life would look like if you could wake up tomorrow morning without that knot of anxiety in your chest, wondering if today will be another day of stomach pain. Picture yourself confidently ordering your favorite meal at a restaurant, eating with genuine pleasure instead of calculated fear. Think about having the energy to fully engage with your family and friends instead of being distracted by the constant discomfort in your abdomen. This isn't just a fantasy, and I want you to share your experience with gastritis in the comments below, using this phrase: "My biggest challenge with gastritis is," because your story matters, and it might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today to feel less alone in their struggle. The first essential vitamin that can transform your gastritis healing is vitamin B12. And here's why this nutrient is absolutely critical for anyone over 40 dealing with stomach inflammation. As we age, our stomach produces less of a protein called intrinsic factor, which is essential for absorbing B12 from food. This creates a vicious cycle where your inflamed stomach can't properly absorb B12, and the B12 deficiency makes it even harder for your stomach lining to heal and regenerate. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Medicine shows that people with chronic gastritis have significantly lower B12 levels than healthy individuals, and supplementing with B12 can reduce inflammation markers by up to 40% within just 8 weeks. But here's what makes B12 so powerful. for gastritis sufferers. This vitamin is directly involved in the production of new stomach cells and the maintenance of the protective mucus layer that shields your stomach from acid damage. When you're deficient in B12, your stomach lining becomes thinner and more vulnerable to irritation, which explains why your gastritis symptoms seem to get worse over time despite your best efforts to manage them. The most effective form of B12 for gastritis healing is methylcobalamin, not the cheaper cyanocobalamin that most drugstore supplements contain. You need at least 1,000 micrograms daily, and the sublingual form that dissolves under your tongue bypasses your compromised stomach absorption entirely. I recommend taking it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, holding it under your tongue for at least 30 seconds before swallowing. Many of my clients notice a significant reduction in stomach burning and an increase in energy within the first 2 weeks of proper B12 supplementation. If you're vegetarian or over 50, your need for B12 is even higher because plant foods don't contain bioavailable B12, and stomach acid production naturally declines with age. One important precaution: if you're taking metformin for diabetes or proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, these medications can further deplete your B12 levels, making supplementation even more crucial for your gastritis recovery. The second game-changing vitamin for gastritis healing is vitamin D3, and the connection between vitamin D deficiency and chronic stomach inflammation is so strong that some researchers now consider low vitamin D levels a predictive marker for gastritis severity. Here's what most people don't realize: vitamin D isn't just important for bone health. It's actually one of your immune system's most powerful regulators. And chronic gastritis is fundamentally an immune system problem, where your body is attacking your own stomach tissue. Studies from Harvard Medical School demonstrate that people with gastritis have vitamin D levels that are 60% lower than healthy individuals, and maintaining optimal vitamin D levels can reduce gastritis symptoms by up to 70% within 12 weeks. Vitamin D works by modulating your immune response, preventing the excessive inflammation that damages your stomach lining, and it also stimulates the production of antimicrobial peptides that help fight H. pylori bacteria, which is present in about 80% of gastritis cases. But here's the critical detail that can make or break your results. You need to achieve a specific blood level of vitamin D, not just take a random dose. Your 25-hydroxy vitamin D blood level should be between 50 and 80 nanograms per milliliter for optimal gastritis healing, and most people need between 4,000 and 6,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily to reach this therapeutic range. The timing of your vitamin D supplementation is crucial because it's a fat-soluble vitamin that needs to be taken with a meal containing healthy fats for proper absorption. I recommend taking your vitamin D3 with your largest meal of the day, along with a tablespoon of olive oil, avocado, or nuts to maximize absorption. You should also know that vitamin D works synergistically with magnesium. So if you're not getting enough magnesium, your vitamin D supplementation won't be as effective. Many people make the mistake of taking calcium with vitamin D, but this can actually interfere with magnesium absorption and create imbalances that worsen inflammation. If you live north of the 35th parallel, work indoors, have dark skin, or are over 50, you're at even higher risk for vitamin D deficiency and may need higher doses under medical supervision. One warning: never take vitamin D2, which is the synthetic form found in many prescription vitamins, because it's less effective and can actually interfere with your body's vitamin D3 utilization. The third essential vitamin that can revolutionize your gastritis healing is vitamin C, but not in the way most people think, and definitely not in the high acid forms that are commonly available in stores that can actually make your gastritis worse. The key is using the right form of vitamin C at the right dosage with the right timing to support your stomach's natural healing processes without triggering more inflammation. Vitamin C is absolutely critical for collagen synthesis, which is the primary structural protein in your stomach lining, and without adequate vitamin C, your stomach simply cannot repair the damage caused by chronic inflammation. Research from the International Journal of Molecular Sciences shows that people with gastritis have significantly lower vitamin C levels in their stomach tissue, and proper vitamin C supplementation can accelerate healing by up to 50% compared to standard treatment alone. But here's where most people go wrong. They take ascorbic acid, which is highly acidic and can irritate an already inflamed stomach, making symptoms worse instead of better. The form you need is called sodium ascorbate or magnesium ascorbate, which are buffered forms of vitamin C that won't increase stomach acidity. These mineral ascorbates actually have an alkalizing effect that can help neutralize excess stomach acid while still providing all the healing benefits of vitamin C. The optimal dosage for gastritis healing is 1,000 milligrams taken 3 times daily, but it's crucial to take it between meals, not with food, because vitamin C can interfere with iron absorption if taken with meals. I recommend taking your first dose 30 minutes before breakfast, your second dose mid-afternoon between lunch and dinner, and your third dose 2 hours after dinner before bed. This timing ensures maximum absorption and continuous support for your stomach's healing processes throughout the day and night. Vitamin C also works as a natural antihistamine, which is important because histamine release in your stomach can trigger acid production and worsen gastritis symptoms. Additionally, vitamin C enhances your body's ability to fight H. pylori infection and supports the production of stomach mucus that protects your stomach lining from acid damage. If you're a smoker or under high stress, your vitamin C requirements are significantly higher because both smoking and stress rapidly deplete vitamin C stores. One important consideration: if you have kidney stones or a history of kidney problems, consult your healthcare provider before starting high-dose vitamin C supplementation, and always start with a lower dose to assess your tolerance. Now that you understand these 3 critical vitamins, let me share some essential considerations that can make the difference between success and disappointment in your healing journey. First, timing and synergy are everything when it comes to vitamin supplementation for gastritis. These vitamins work best when taken together as part of a comprehensive healing protocol, not as isolated nutrients. I recommend taking your B12 and vitamin D together with your morning meal and spacing your vitamin C doses throughout the day as I described. Second, quality matters tremendously, and not all supplements are created equal. Look for third-party tested supplements that are free from artificial colors, preservatives, and unnecessary fillers that can irritate your sensitive stomach. Third, consistency is key, and you need to give this protocol at least 12 weeks to see maximum results because stomach tissue regeneration is a slow process that can't be rushed. Fourth, these vitamins work best when combined with an anti-inflammatory diet that eliminates processed foods, reduces sugar intake, and emphasizes healing foods like bone broth, fermented vegetables, and omega-3 rich fish. Fifth, stress management is crucial because chronic stress depletes all of these vitamins and triggers inflammatory pathways that can undo all your progress. Finally, if you're taking any medications, especially blood thinners, diabetes medications, or immune suppressants, consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement regimen, because these vitamins can interact with certain medications. There are some important warnings and contraindications you need to know about before starting this vitamin protocol. If you have pernicious anemia, a condition where your body can't absorb B12 from the digestive tract, you may need B12 injections instead of oral supplements, and this should be diagnosed and managed by a healthcare professional. If you have kidney disease, high-dose vitamin C can be dangerous and may contribute to kidney stone formation, so medical supervision is essential. If you're taking warfarin or other blood-thinning medications, vitamin C can potentially alter your clotting time and require medication dose adjustments. If you have sarcoidosis or hyperparathyroidism, high-dose vitamin D can cause dangerous calcium elevation and should only be used under strict medical supervision. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, your vitamin needs are different, and you should work with your healthcare provider to determine appropriate dosages. If you have active bleeding ulcers or severe gastritis with vomiting, you need immediate medical attention and shouldn't rely on supplements alone for treatment. If you experience any unusual symptoms like severe nausea, dizziness, or changes in urination after starting these supplements, discontinue use and consult your healthcare provider immediately. I want you to understand that healing from gastritis isn't just about taking the right supplements. It's about addressing the root causes that created the problem in the first place and supporting your body's natural healing capacity. These 3 vitamins, B12, D3, and buffered vitamin C, provide the foundation your stomach needs to repair itself, but they work best as part of a holistic approach that includes stress management, proper sleep, gentle exercise, and an anti-inflammatory diet. Remember that everyone's healing journey is unique, and what works quickly for one person may take longer for another, depending on factors like the severity of your gastritis, your overall health status, your stress levels, and how long you've been dealing with stomach problems. Be patient with yourself and trust the process, because your body has a remarkable ability to heal when you give it the right tools and create the right conditions. The burning, the pain, the fear around eating, the sleepless nights, none of these have to be your permanent reality. Thousands of people have used this exact protocol to reclaim their digestive health and return to a life of food freedom and stomach comfort. Your healing is possible, your pain is valid, and your commitment to getting better is the first and most important step in this journey. Start with these 3 vitamins. Be consistent with your supplementation and watch as your body begins to do what it was designed to do: heal itself from the inside out. If this information has given you hope and a clear path forward, I want you to know that this is just the beginning of what's possible for your gastritis healing journey. In the comments below, share your experience by writing, "I'm ready to try this protocol because," and tell us what resonated most with you from today's information. Your courage to take action could inspire someone else who's struggling with the same pain you've been experiencing. If you found value in today's content, please give this video a thumbs up, because it helps more people find this information when they're desperately searching for answers at 3 a.m., just like you might have been doing not too long ago. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, because every week I share practical, science-based strategies for healing gastritis naturally using ingredients and supplements you can find anywhere. I created this channel specifically for people who are tired of just managing symptoms and want real, lasting healing for their digestive problems. Together, we're building a community of people who refuse to accept that chronic pain is just a normal part of getting older and who are committed to reclaiming their health naturally. Your journey to freedom from gastritis pain starts right now, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way.